kids, my name is Amanda, and I'm a fifth-generation farmer here at Big Maple Family Farms. Here at the farm, we also have a program called Big Maple Farms Natural Therapies, which is a nonprofit where we run horseback riding for kids with disabilities. Today, I'm going to take you on a little field trip by doing some pony rides, hay rides, and also a little bit of a farm scavenger hunt. We hope that you enjoy the trip. Come along with me. Let's go. Let's start at the horses. The horses here help individuals with disabilities, or just anyone that wants to learn how to ride. They work weekly from March through the beginning of November. Horses are able to help lots of kids and adults that come to us for lessons as well as field trips or community programs. The horses enjoy what they do, and they love seeing all of the different kids. And we love seeing the progress that many individuals make over the course of time. Now, let's get you on for your pony ride so that you can also enjoy some of the things that our horses help people see and do. Today, you'll be riding Tegan. She is one of our quarter horses here at the farm. She stands at 15.2 hands high. Did you know that hands is how we measure our horses? 1 hand equals 4 inches. So, now's the chance for you to do some math and figure out if your horse that you are riding right now is 15.2 hands, how tall is she in inches? We can also talk about her color. Her color is bay. Tegan is a bay horse because she has a black mane, black legs, and a black tail, but a brown body. She is a beautiful horse that allows many riders to sit up high and see all of the different sights from the arena. Let's pick out a few things that you see. I bet you see the other 2 horses off to the side. That is Cheyenne and Doll. They have what you call a paint color. I bet you also were able to pick out our greenhouse, our chickens, maybe even the tractor, getting ready to head out on a hayride. I bet that's what you would like to do next. Before we head out on the tractor ride, let's meet your driver, Garrett. He is a 10-year-old, 6th-generation farmer, but don't worry, he's not driving unsupervised. He has a partner with him. While we're on the hayride, let's talk about some of the things that you see. So pay close attention, because you don't want to miss anything. Right now you can see our pastures. This is where the horses are able to graze green grass in the spring, summer, and early fall. Once the grass gets too low, we have to take the horses out of this, as this is a rotational grazing system. Grass can't be under a half an inch, or else the horses can ruin it. Once we make it to the top of the hill, you'll be able to see the wide open fields that we use to grow some of our crops. We can't wait to show you. Here we are at the top. We're ready to talk about some of the cool things that we do up here in our open fields. Real quick, let's talk a little about the tractor. The tractor is about 34 years old, and it's our main tractor here on the farm. We use it for lots of different things. In fact, we'll show you at the end of the hayride some of the things that the tractor has been up to lately here on the farm. If you look off to your right here is what we call our pollinator habitat. This is the area that we have planted just for the honeybees. They like to come here and find all sorts of flowers. There's even some blooming right now in the late fall. Now we're on the upper part of our pastures. Check out those fall leaf colors in the trees. Aren't they beautiful? The upper part of our pastures, as you can see, has some new fence posts as well as the old. We're going to be taking out the old fence because we just had the new fence put in. As you can see, the old fence was starting to fall down. So we had to put something in nice and new to keep our animals nice and safe. What's that up ahead? Can't wait to get there. Look at the fall colors. Don't you just love looking at fall? The leaves changing is our favorite time of year here at the farm because you always get such beautiful sights, especially like the one that you're going to be coming up on. Look at those white things in the field mixed in with the beautiful colors of the fall leaves. You're coming up on our sheep. We have about 65 to 70 sheep out in our pastures. We raise hair sheep instead of wool sheep. A hair sheep will actually shed hair like a dog instead of have wool on their bodies. Not only are our fields beautiful, but sometimes the sights up in the sky are also beautiful. Look at all those sheep. Right now you can see one of our black-headed sheep. Let's talk about some cool facts about sheep. Did you know that a sheep can see almost 360 degrees? That means they can see almost around their whole entire body. That's pretty cool. Also, sheep that have wool can grow it non-stop. That means it never stops growing unless you shear it. That's why it's important for a farmer that has sheep with wool to shear it. And then the wool can be turned into clothing like socks, sweaters, or other items that might keep you warm, such as coats. Last couple things to think about for sheep. Did you know that sheep cannot right themselves if they fall over on their back? That's right. If a sheep falls over, they'll just lay there. They can't figure out how to roll over and get up, like most other animals. For instance, if you ever look out and see our horses rolling around like a dog, then that's pretty funny. But a sheep could never do that. They wouldn't be able to figure out how to stand back up. Last little thing that we love to know about sheep. Did you know that sheep were used on the White House back when Woodrow Wilson was president? Because he used them to cut the grass to save money during wartime. It's a pretty cool fact that the sheep lived at the White House for a little bit of time. We're coming to the end of our pastures. Let's talk real quick about the maple trees that you saw with all the pretty colors. Did you know that we like to make maple syrup here at the farm? We use many of these maple trees that you see with the leaves changing colors in order to get the sap in the late winter. The sap is then boiled down to make fresh maple syrup. Quick fact about maple syrup is it takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. That's a lot of sap that we collect just to get a little bit of maple syrup. As you can see, we've ended by the pastures and we are now by the woods. Do you like taking hikes in the woods? The forest can really be full and have lots of great wildlife to see. Our forest has a diverse population of wildlife. You might see deer, bear, coyotes, fox, rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, and other wildlife that enjoy being out in wide open fields and eating grass, as well as hiding under the trees and the brush, giving them a wonderful shelter from their predators. Can you think of some predators that sheep might have? If you thought of coyotes and bears and things of that nature, you are on the right track. The sheep here are prey animals, and so the coyotes are a predator that we have to keep an eye out for and to keep our sheep safe. Okay, well, as you can see, you're now looking at wide open green spaces. Are you wondering what grew here? Well, let's talk about it. We farm by what we call strip farming. It means we plant in strips. And so, green space that you're looking at now was actually 3 different fields. One was a hayfield, in the middle was an oats field, and then the other one was also a hayfield. So, we have different crops that we grow, and we grow them in different locations each year. This helps our soil stay strong and give it good nutrients so that it can continue to grow crops year after year after year. Remember, we are a generational farm, and so this farm has been in production since 1900. Wait, what's that you're sitting on? That looks like straw. Straw came from our oats field. Remember I said you're driving by where we planted our oats? We used a combine to harvest the oats, and then we were able to cut the straw in order to bale it up for people that might want to fix up their yard, cover some grass seed, or we use it for bedding in the barn for the sheep when they're getting ready to have their lambs. The weather sure is beautiful out here today. Sunny, yet shady in some spots. That is great for when we want to grow our crops. Sometimes we love the full sun, and other days we love the shade. We're getting close to back to where we started. Soon we'll be passing our garden area. Then we can talk about what all we grow there as well. Oh wait, what's that sign? That's part of our farm scavenger hunt. We're going to be going on that soon. Can't wait to show you some of the things you'll learn there. And here we are, the garden area. This is where we grow tomatoes, peppers, green beans, onions, and all sorts of different things that you can find on your dinner table. Maybe you like cucumbers. We love to eat cucumbers here on the farm. Oh wait, there's something orange on the ground too. Those are our pumpkins. We grow pumpkins for our chickens and sheep to eat as a natural way to keep parasites down. We also like to sell them for kids who enjoy carving pumpkins. Finally, you see what's left of our sunflower patch. Well, it looks a little dull now, but when these were bloomed, it was so beautiful up here. The sunflower patch is something that we give to our chickens after we dry the sunflowers down. They are truly an extra source of protein that they can use to help them lay eggs or grow. All right, now that we let everybody off that wanted to get off, let's get back down to the bottom. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, here we are at the top of the hill. We're getting ready to go back down. It's like a roller coaster going downhill with the tractor in front of us. Don't worry, it'll keep us nice and safe. Wow, I can see the barn in the silo now. Let's talk about the barn. Did you know that our farm was built in 1900? That's right, and the barn was built then too. This is a German style barn. As you can see, in the top here is where our hay and everything is stored. In the bottom is where our animals are. That's how they kept the animals warm in the winter in those old days. The barn was built into a bank of dirt. Therefore, the bottom is kind of like the basement. Now that the hayride is over, let's show you some of the other things that the tractor has been up to. This here is us planting our winter wheat. That's a cover crop. That will help keep the soil nice and rich throughout the winter time and make sure that it doesn't run off with the snow. It's also had to pick corn. That's our field corn crop. As you can see, the kids ride in the wagon behind to make sure that the corn doesn't pile up too far behind the picker. Then, this is how we dig potatoes. Check it out. The digger digs them up, rolls them out, and then guess what? The fun begins. That's right. the hardest part of all. We have to pick them all up by hand. This year, we had several tons of potatoes to pick up. All right, let's get ready for the farm scavenger hunt. Meet Julie and Emily. They're going to be your guides. Are you ready? Let's go.
We have.
Hi.
I swear to God. Do you think we have to read it aloud too?
Okay, here we are. Location number 1, the horses. Have your teacher read the sign. Maybe pause the video here. Do you remember all of this stuff when you went with the tractor? What was this area again? If you don't remember, this was our rotational grazing system. Oh, here's the steep hill you climbed with the tractor on the hayride. Now you're going to walk it. Oh boy, I hope you don't get out of breath. Almost there. Can't wait to start showing you the next location. Oh, look, I see the next sign. It's right over there. Oh, I bet this is about our pollinator habitat again. Let's check it out. Oh, it is about our pollinator. Oh, look, Julie is showing you some wildflower seeds. That's the type of seeds that we planted in here. Maybe have your teacher pause the video so you can read the sign. Ooh, this way looks new. We didn't travel this way with the tractor. Oh, look, off to your left you can see some squash still laying in the ground. This was where we planted our spaghetti squash, yellow squash, zucchini, and our butternut squash. Oh, I think I see a sign up ahead. I wonder what that is for. Oh, look at all that dry dirt. Hey, do you remember where I said the potatoes were? That's right. They are off to your left too. Can't wait to tell you about those. Maybe that's a spot we'll find. Oh, here we are. Location number 3. Let's see. Oh, it's about our corn maze. Our corn maze was supposed to be here, but the field corn didn't grow. Oh, thanks, Julie, for showing us what field corn looks like. Look at all that squash. That's what the deer ate. All the other stuff has been harvested already. Too bad. The deer got all that squash. They must have been hungry. I can see the next sign. It's coming up. Kind of looks like it's in the middle of a field. I wonder what we would farm here. Oh, look, sheep wool. If you look out to your right, you see the sheep again, remember? That's right. Do you remember what kind of sheep we have? I can see a couple more signs. Wow, they're really close together. Can't wait to see what they're about. Ooh, yum. Those look like potato sticks. This is a field of dirt. Oh, wait, it was potatoes. But hey, remember the big green tractor had to do some work in here for our winter wheat now, too. Oh, here we go to the next one. This one is about sweet corn. Ooh, interesting. Have your teacher pause this video so you can read about it. This year, our sweet corn didn't grow very well because the deer were hungry again. Do you remember this from the tractor? This is the hayfield. Oh, we're coming up onto a sign that's right beside it. Remember how I said that we do strip farming here? Every field is like a little strip of land. And so this strip is hay. I wonder what the next strip is.
I can do it better if I have two hands.
Ooh, it looks like oats. Hey, we talked about the straw. Now you can see what the oats look like. Yum, those are fed to our sheep and our chickens. Check it out. Well, we have found 7 things so far. Are you following along on your story map? What was your favorite thing that you found so far? Maybe you could tell your teacher or your friends in school. Wow, check out that view. A farmer measures land in acres. We have approximately 70 acres that we farm. That's a lot of ground to cover. Look at all those hay fields and oats and corn and potatoes. Oh, look up ahead. I think I see the next location.
Very good pig sound. And it's probably even like,
Again, have your teacher pause so you can read. Oh, Emily's going to show us what it is. Seeds. This is our garden location. It doesn't look like much, but that's because the frost killed everything. Check out our old tractor. We use this for pictures. Oh, look, the next location's right here. I think it's about pumpkins. How many of you like to carve pumpkins for Halloween? This was the site of our obstacle course for the year. Lots of kids enjoyed coming out and running through it. Well, let's see if we can find location number 9. Ooh, look at the sunflowers mixed with the pumpkins. That's pretty cool. I think I see it right up ahead, mixed in with some sunflowers. Ooh, I bet they're going to tell us about sunflowers and what they use them here for on the farm. There's location number 10. It is mixed in with the sunflowers. Sunflowers are used here on the farm as a source of feed for the chickens. Gives them extra vitamins and minerals. Look at those sunflower seeds. Make sure you add those to your story map. Well, that's 10. We only have 2 more locations to find. Oh, now we gotta walk back down the hill. Can you tell our farm doesn't sit on flat ground? We have to climb the hill anytime we want to do some farm work. So, our house and the barn sit down in the valley where our fields are way up on the hill. The views are always so pretty. See the highway? So you know you're coming close to reaching the barn again. Look, I can see everything again. Okay, so I can see the barn and the shed of hay. I think that's the tractor right up there. And the horses again in the horse arena. Oh, I wonder where our 11th location could be. Looks like the girls found it. It's right here in the hay. That's right. Hay is really important for our animals. It's a source of food, and they need it, especially the horses and the sheep, because they're a type of ruminant animal. You can have your teacher show you the videos, and you'll learn what a ruminant animal is. Thanks, Emily, for showing us the hay. Okay, only one spot left. I wonder where it's at. The Fall Festival is a great time for kids to come out, play some games, and enjoy learning about the farm. I see our market. I wonder if that's where the girls are heading. Check out the pumpkins. Oh, wait, there it is, the 12th location. Oh, it is our market. This is the final stop. This is where the farmer makes the money, at the store. Things at the market start out like our garden, slow and steady, and then we turn them into something that we can sell. We sell lots of different things like canned goods, veggies, hay, oats, field corn, and so much more. We even have chicken available, lamb, and maple syrup. Remember, we are a PA preferred farm, so everything you see here, you get right from the farm. As we end our trip, let's look at some other clips that we've taken of things that have happened here on the farm. Like this honeybee working ever so hard on a dandelion in the spring to make sure it goes back for some honey. Or what about our little lambs? Aren't these guys just the cutest? Lambs love to play when they're babies, and they love to climb on the big ones. It's so cute to watch them. Lambs are born in January and starting into February. At the end of February, we start thinking about maple syrup. Look at Garrett tapping the tree. First, Garrett will drill, and then along comes Logan. He places in the tap and waits for the sap to start dripping out the bottom before we put our container on. Fresh maple syrup sure is yummy, but also so is some honey. Do you remember that pollinator habitat? That's right. Those are for our honeybees. Here's the hive. Look how cool. You can see the comb on the hive, and look at all the bees that are right there. Pretty cool to be right in with them, isn't it? Hopefully all of this gets filled with some honey. Well, we hope you enjoyed your trip to Big Maple Family Farms and Big Maple Farms Natural Therapies. We hope you've learned a lot and are ready to talk about it on your story map. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming to the farm.